Welcome to What's New with Carcassonne. Today Richard learns the remainder of the base box. 3rd edition art used. So far, we've learned about claiming cities, roads, and monasteries. The final element of a basic game is claiming fields. When claiming a field, a farmer is laid down in a field. And once a meeple is placed in a field, it remains there until the end of the game. Even if a field gets completely enclosed, the meeple still remains on the board till the end of the game. As always, a meeple cannot be placed in a field that already has a meeple using the city walls and roads as borders. Blank spaces also count as field borders, so yellow and green are in different fields in this example. When playing with the river is also a border, so yellow has 3/6 points in this example. And as always, whoever has the majority of meeples in a feature gains full control of the feature. So right now, red has this field, yellow has this field, and yellow has this field. But if all 3 of these fields are connected together, yellow now has full control of this full field. For endgame scoring, each completed city that touches that farmer's field is worth 3 points for that farmer. So using the city walls and roads as borders, red has 3, 6, 9 points. Unfinished cities are worth no points for a farmer. And if a city is a part of more than one farmer's field, that city is worth points for each of those farmers. So yellow and blue each have 3, 6, 9, 12 points. This farmer only has 2 cities as a part of their field. The river replaces the starting tile. So find the tile with the darker back, remove it from the game, and use the river tiles instead. To set up the river tiles, remove the source and lake tiles, shuffle the remaining tiles, then place the lake at the bottom of that stack. Then place the source tile face up in the play area to start the river. Then going in clockwise order, each player draws a tile and places river to river. When it comes to curved tiles, you cannot have your river turn twice in a row in the same direction. In this example, this river tile would have to be turned this way. Just note that the official rule is you can't do that twice in a row. Though it's not recommended, it's not illegal to do it after another tile has been placed. After placing a river tile, a player can claim a feature on that tile like they normally would. The river itself, of course, cannot be claimed as a feature. After the final tile of the river has been placed, draw and play normally. The abbot is another optional expansion. An abbot can be placed on a monastery just like a regular meeple. An abbot can be scored the usual way, so 9 points in this example. The difference is, on your turn, if you choose to not place another meeple, you can, right now, remove an abbot from a monastery. The amount of points you get depends on the amount of tiles that are there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points for this abbot. One more feature of an abbot is they can also be placed on a garden. And just like a monastery, if it comes to your turn but you do not place a meeple, you may choose to remove the abbot from the garden and score depending on the amount of tiles you have. Just remember that only an abbot can go on the gardens and not any other figure. For endgame scoring, an abbot is scored as it usually would, so 5 points in this example. Thank you for joining me to learn everything that's new in Carcassonne's base box. Have fun, and I invite you to join me now as I do a playthrough. And welcome back to Carcassonne. So today I'm going to go over the river, the abbot, and laying down in fields. So we'll start with the river. So this is the tile we normally start out with. Instead of starting out with it, we are instead going to start with the river. So that goes where we're going to play. And I have the lake set at the bottom. And all these, they're shuffled, but shuffle them. Put the lake on the bottom. And we'll go ahead and start laying. So I'm going to set these aside. Player 1, just going to draw tile. It has river, so we're going to put the river either side of the river on this river here. And this road we can see is a road that goes through a town. There's no well stopping that spot there. So this just goes right through. And just like that, there we go. So that was player 1. Player 2 must continue the river. So the river is The full river, once completed, is what replaces the starting tile. So it's starting 9 tiles, for example. So we have a monastery on here, and player 2 is thinking to himself, you know what? I kind of feel like I might as well go ahead and take that. I'm just going to place my regular meeple on here and do that. So when you're making a river, you can claim the features just like you normally would, just not the river itself, of course. So player 1 is going to go ahead and say, well, we're just making a straight river, it looks like. Player 2, oh, here we go, our first turn. So a turn there. Does player 2 want to keep claiming stuff? Sure. And here we go. We have another curve. So what we must do is this, because what we don't want to do is have the river ending up turning back on itself. So you especially can't do a third one because there's nothing going to connect that. So to help avoid that, we're just going to turn it this way, and that leads the river, instead of turning once, let's say clockwise, and another time clockwise, once clockwise, the other anti-clockwise. So that's player 1. So player 2 is just going to do that. Player 1, let's try that out. Player 1 is going to try to claim. He does literally claim that, and since we are building a river, it's going to be a little bit bigger than just a starting tile. We're already moving out, so I zoom out. So that's player 1. So player 2. Do you want to play around with trying to get in there? Do you? Let's try it out. So player 1, got another river curve. See, now this curve is separated by at least one tile. So if you wanted to, you can now turn up this way, like especially this far away, you're fine to turn that way. You could turn that way. Now let's see how that goes. So player 2, 1, 2, and of course we can't do that, so let's go ahead and do that. And finally, player 1 is going to lay the lake tile down. So with the lake tile, he is able to claim monastery. This is the 3rd edition art. Before the 3rd edition, it was just a lake, so you could only claim the field if you wanted to. With the 3rd edition, they added a monastery, so it makes it a little bit more, yeah, maybe I would want to claim that or not. So either way, so that will be our player 2121 will claim the monastery. Okay, now we have a player 2 who just drew a monastery. Speaking of, now that the river is done, I'm going to go ahead and talk about the abbot. So player 2 drew a monastery. Play the monastery as you normally would. This seems like an okay place, so I'll put it there. And let's put the abbot on the monastery. So far, we have a meeple on a monastery and an abbot on a monastery. The meeple on a monastery, of course, once it's completely surrounded, he will get 9 points, and you remove that from the board. The abbot can do the exact same thing. There's no issue there. If you want to go for 9 points, go right ahead. However, once a tile is drawn and he doesn't want to place it, he can go ahead and pick this up. Like on his next turn, if he doesn't place a tile, or sorry, if he doesn't place a meeple on the tile, he can, instead of placing the meeple, take this off. And if he did that on his next turn, and say it was over here, this would be 4 points. So he could go ahead and say, you know what, I'm not placing a meeple, I might as well take 4 points and take it. So that is how the abbot works. One more thing, player 1 is going to go and, oh, what a crazy random happenstance, he happened to draw a garden. So one other feature of the abbot is these gardens are able to be claimed by exclusively the abbot. No other figure at all can go on a garden. The rules are the same as an abbot on a monastery. So exact same thing. If player 1 does not place a meeple, he can take this off and get, in this case, 4 points. That's just how it happens to be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's why 4. And that's it. So player 2 is now going to go, and this is the tile they drew. I can put it here. You know what? Let's take our 4 points. Let's take 4 points. So I don't want to put a field. For me right now, it's a little early. So instead, I'm going to take this and take 4 points for having completed the city. So we move this over to 4, of course. And because I did not place a meeple, I choose to take up the abbot and get 4 points for that. So another 4 points makes it 8 points. And that's how the abbot works on the monastery. And oh, crazy, I happen to draw the same tile, and I feel like doing the exact same thing that player 2 did. So here I will also take these 4 points for having completed this city, and I might as well take the abbot up. I'm not obligated to. I can leave it there. That's no problem. I can get more points if I leave it there. But I do choose to take the abbot off this garden and take 4 points. So it just happens to be that there's only 4 tiles there, so I only get 4 points. Player 2 draws a road. What do you want to do, player 2? Well, I of course can take the road, but we've already got a couple completed cities here, and I have full intention of completing this city, and the field seems big enough that perhaps I should be able to manipulate my way to building more cities. So I think what I'm going to do is take my regular meeple and lay it down in the field. Now, just so you know, it might be a little early to do that, but the point is, this is how it works, and you can do it early if you wanted to. So for some reason, I'm convinced that I should be able to get decent enough points even if I lay down this early in the game, so that's what I'm doing. The risk is once you lay down this meeple, they call it a farmer, a meeple in a field, it stays there the rest of the game, no matter what. I mean, there are of course some expansions where you take off meeples off the board, but under normal circumstances, that stays there till the end of the game. And we are of course dealing with normal circumstances in terms of what expansions we're using. The rest of the base box. So he's going to stay there, and using the road and of course the river, and where necessary the city walls, that is what's considered my field. So this section here, and it'll stop right there and goes around here, and it'll go down there wherever it ends up going. And of course the edges of the tiles are borders as well, because it's not attached to anything. So if the game were to end right now, this farmer, this meeple, would have 6 points. And as we build more cities, each completed city is worth 3 points at the end of the game. And that's it. So the more cities you build, the more 3 points you get. Doesn't matter how big the city is. You could have half a board as a city, but that's still only 3 points for player 2's meeple here. Or of course, any meeple, of course. So that's it. That's going to stay there till the end of the game, 3 points. And that is everything new that comes in the base box. I just like Carcassonne, so now I'm going to just play because I just want to play. So here I go. No more cheating, setting aside tiles just to demonstrate. I'm just going to play. Player 1. So here's the thing. Player 1 could easily set that right there and get himself 4 points, right? Well, another wrinkle is this player 2 has a farmer in this field. So I would be getting 4 points, but I would also be giving player 2 3 points for this completed city. I don't feel like doing that. So I'm going to start my own city in my own area, even if I don't have a field right now. I want to get points while not giving player 2 points. So I'm going to set it over there. Do I want to put an abbot in that garden? No, I feel like taking this city. And so player 2 draws one of these, which does not help for there, but I think that should be okay. So player 1 is going to, yeah, let's continue. Well, let's go in for the sake of staying in the camera. And player 2 can do that, but can not do that either. Okay, so he's gonna build or start a new city in his field. So there we go. Player 2 is also going to claim the road or the city. Let's try the city. So player 1, road. Is there a nice little road he can? Well, having a nice already pre-built road is pretty handy for. Oh, sorry, wrong player. Pretty handy for me. Do you want to go down? No, you don't want to go down. Okay, that's player 1. So player 2 does want to build in his field and claim a city that hasn't yet been claimed. Player 1. Let's see if I can throw you off a little bit to make it just slightly hard for you. Okay, that's fine. Player 2. Oh, well, isn't that nice? Yes, I'm adding 1 point to your road, but I'm adding 2 points to my city. I'm assuming I'm going to finish that city, making it 2 points. If I don't finish it, 1 point, of course. So player 1, what do you want to do, player 1? Thinking about building a field, otherwise claiming that road. I don't want to be claiming a field yet, so I'll take the road. So player 2 is going to go ahead. Ooh, monastery. Ooh, that's a nice place for a monastery. I think I want it. Yes. Oh yeah. And this increases the field. Look at all this field player 2 is doing. Like player 1's going, arg, you're getting all the. Let's put the abbot there. Player 1 finishes the city. Why not? Why not? So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points. That's 18 there. We got player 2 going now. Ooh, road. I could stop your road right there. Yes, it gives you points, but it stops you getting any more points. Player 2. Player 2. And then I could claim the road. Just the tricky part is you don't want someone else coming into my city, although it's only 2 tiles right now. Yeah, I'll commit to that. I'll commit to that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to player 1, which does give him another meeple. Player 2, player 1, sorry, player 1. Player 1 seems to be okay. That kind of cuts things off a little bit. Well, that's okay. Not that it's cut off, but player 2. Okay, yeah, let's end this. I will take 2 for 6 points for this. 8 is 14. And 6 points for this, because I did not put a meeple down. So I will take the points there. That was player 2. So player 1. Another one of these. Actually, if I close that off there, that gives me a nice size city. Player 2. I want to build out my field, which means I don't want to, I want to, if I can place this in a way, oh, perfect, where it gives me extra points for my field. 2, 4, 6, 8 points. So that's 28, and now, boom, player 2 in the lead. Player 1, I have this road that's giving you an extra one there, but, Player 2, nope, cannot go there. I want to see if I can oh yeah, I can lay this. I don't. Let's try to keep the scoreboard there. So for that sake of that, do I want to commit to that? Looks like I should. We'll see. I don't want to give you your meeple back, but we'll see. Player 1. Or start a different city. I'll go this way. Then we can have a road. Is there? Because there are some tiles like this where a road is curved. I just don't know the number. Let's try it. Player 2. Oh, seriously? I put that tile there, then forgot to claim something? Oh dear. Player 2. 1. You know what? Let's do that. Player 2. Might as well continue this road a little bit. Player 1 also has a road. Yeah, let's just. Player 2. Player 1. No, because that road's there. Ooh. Let's make the most of it. Oh, I'll put the abbot there. And then definitely remember about it, right? Player 2. Cannot place that there. You know what? If I forgot to claim it, then I'll just say it's not claimed. Okay. Now, might as well try for a field then. I think that's one I just put down. Player 2. Player 1. Oh, at this point, I'm claiming that road. I put a meeple down. Player 2. Player 1. Oh. No, I'm going to commit to. I should have put that there. Player 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Player 2. Let's make this bigger. Player 1. Do I want to do that though? Yeah, with the amount of tiles left, I should be able to start a new city and finish it. It has the potential anyway. Player 2. Ooh. Ooh. What a fantastic place to put this. Player 1. Okay. I'm going to do that. No meeple down. I'm going to take this up now. So take 4 points. 34. Player 2. Let's finish this city. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. 16 is, and another 14 is, there we go. Player 1. Do I want to put that there? That seems like such a nice place. That's 6 points right there. With what's on the board, I'm not getting more than 6 points by just putting it there. Okay. Player 2. Player 2. I'm gonna try getting points. Yeah. Player 1. Curvy road. I'll finish this road. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points. Player 2. Player 1. Oh. Player 2. Am I able to make better use of this? So I can just do that. And I'm closer to finishing that. And I'll take 2 points for that. 2. Player 1. Ooh. Oh. Player 2. Oh, player 1's wishing he pulled that off. Player 1. Okay. That would get me 3 points right now. And I've kept forgetting about this, so maybe I should pay a little bit of attention to it. Oh, that's going to be a rough one to get. Let's not commit there. Let's commit there, though. Well, let's commit there. Yeah, because then you can maybe get something there. Okay. Player 2. Player 1. Curvy road. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Curvy road. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Player number 2. Hmm. Now I just kind of want to screw you up, you know? Player 1. Ah, let's finish the city. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 points for the city. So another 12 is 12. Let's lay that down. And I'm going to take this abbot up. So that's another 6 points for that one. Player 2. Can't put that there now. I screwed myself up. Well, let's put that there, and let's take this right now. That's 8 points. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's lay that down. Player 1. I could have been okay there. Could be okay down there too. Player 2. Just to continue that road. Player 1. Ooh. I even have an abbot now that I remember to pull it up. I could get another 6 points for putting that. Ooh, I could get another 6 points. But if I forgot about it and something else went down there. I think that's my best spot. Just in terms of getting the most amount of points right now. Okay, so player 2 then is going to this one. Why did you put that? Okay, and anyways. Oh, that gives them points. My abbot is not laid. And this field does go up over here. And if I had a road, I could build up there. I do not. I can put that there. That would never get finished. That would never get finished. Not with the base set. I can go up here. I can go up here. I just move this. That's okay. I'll do that. Oh, I'll claim the city, I guess. Player 1, road. I'll take an easy 2 points. Now I'm at 20 now. Player 2. I could take that road up there. I can't finish this and get it, but I could screw you up a little bit. And I need that to get that back. Player 1. Let's do it. Let's take 4 points. Yeah, let's take 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Player 2. And again with the road. Can't do that. Oops, I have a road here. Do I just want to do that? I don't have a meeple, so I might as well then. I could also claim a different field, you know. Okay, so this field is claimed up to there. Geez. So there isn't really another field. I could claim this field, which gives me 3 points. But if I put that tile there, that's 3 points, and then I would just continue adding on to that road. But I don't have a meeple to do that, so I'll just do that. Player 1. That's pretty good for me. Is that the best? Oh, so far, yeah. Actually, I'll do that. Meeple has been placed down, so player 2. Hoping to finish something, because that's not going to go anywhere that's useful to me without a meatball. So player 1 has meeples, and might as well add to his field. Player 2 I just realized this is done, so let's take this 9 points, and we do have a meeple. I'm going to go ahead and say that's okay. No, I have a meeple. Player 1. Just finish this, I guess. Well, not finish, but add to it. Player 2. So yeah, let's add that to there. This increases the field a little bit and has this, so 2, 4, 6. We're at 13, and that makes it 19. Player 1. Yes, he has a meeple. So I did that. That would get me 3 points. 1, 2 for the road, and another one for the monastery. Can I get more than 3 points with this? That's 3, 3. 3. Okay, I think I'm okay with that. Player 2 can finally finish that road. Oh, and he has a meeple. So we can go ahead and get 3 points somewhere over there, up there, maybe right there. Okay, that's the last tile. And I like counting up whoever's furthest behind. So I will do yellow. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Makes 22 is 29. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Shouldn't have claimed it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And now fields. Let's count up yellow's fields. So all the green, wherever that's going, that's what I'm following. So we got 3, 6, 9, 12. Not completed. Nothing completed over there. So 12 is 15, 18, and in terms of completed, 18 points. 13, 18. That's 105. We got 6. 36. We got 1, 2. 1, 2. We got 7. 39. We got this abbot, which is 8. This abbot is 8. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, another 5. So he's at 105 now. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And field. Oh, I already counted this field. You're done. Okay, so same thing. 3, 6, 9. That's it. For finished cities, he gets 9 points for having 3 finished cities in his field. So 9 is 18, so 118. So green happened to win this time, and that's how the rest of the base box works. You have your river, you have your fields, you have your abbots. So thank you very much for joining me as I go through the remainder of the base box of Carcassonne. Have fun!